6.
Broke people should never laugh. Now hold on.
Dr. Bernice King. Okay. Dr. Bernice King.
Yeah, she didn't like that shit.
The daughter of Coretta and MLK. My mother is not a prop. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enough said. We don't even need to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Take that to the head, nigga.
But it's just so funny because they got you seen the video of Megan Good working out, and he's working out, and everybody's in comment like, she getting ready for the civil rights movement. She getting ready to march.
Shit.
She going, yo, they crazy. They like, look at Coretta. They got the captions on the blogs like, there go
Not look at Coretta.
Yeah, y'all got look at y'all Coretta. There go y'all. It was like, y'all take somebody. Bernice comes over here and shut y'all down.
Oh yeah, Bernice was ready, y'all. She was ready. Well, moving on. Where we gonna go? Tiana Taylor. You wanna go Tiana Taylor?
Mm-hmm.
Tiana Taylor says Armand is a bad dad. He's high while watching the kids.
Yeah, I seen that too. That's crazy. It was like, so was he high when y'all was together, or he did that's something new?
Right. Like, wasn't that just your best friend a little while ago?
Yeah.
Like a couple of months ago, before you announced that you was getting a divorce or whatever, you was separating.
And sorry to tell you, but so majority of parents are high around their kids. A lot of them are, and I mean by high, smoking weed, because that's what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, granted, not everybody knows how to control themselves, which we don't know how we act, but you was the one married, so that was your best friend. Y'all was doing everything together before, so it just looks fishy. It sounds fishy. That's all.
And more news. Another divorce. Lisa Bonet files for divorce with Jason Momoa. I feel like this came right after Jason Momoa was on the Saturday Night Live, and he was kissing up on somebody on Saturday Night Live.
He was real single.
Yeah, he was real single, and then now Lisa Bonet is like, well, I'm filing for divorce because we were separated.
Yeah, she was like, we were separated. That meant that you were supposed to fight for me and fight for this marriage, and he probably was like, we separated, so I'm gonna just do my own thing. Yeah.
Well, moving on. Tyreek Hill's house fire. Remember that?
Yes.
It caused $2.3 million in damages.
Wow. Did they ever explain why the kid was playing with the lighter? Or
they said the fire was started by kids playing with the lighter. The lighter was a toy. They thought the lighter was a toy. They lit a toy on fire, and they ran. That's from the kids. The statement from the kids. That's how that ended. And that was kind of funny to me. Well, and more news: Tiger Woods ends his deal with Nike.
Yeah, after 27 years, I was like, why now? Not, like after all the scandals and everything, why now?
Well, right now is probably a good question, and we're not gonna find that out until we get a Tiger Woods biopic. Well, in more news, we got Draymond almost retired, but Adam Silver had to talk him out of it. Adam Silver is the commissioner of the NBA.
The ballhead dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and he almost retired. This is Draymond, the one that's been doing the headlocks and stuff.
Headlocks. He punched his teammate last off season, and yeah, he punched a guy, stomped on a guy, kicks guys. He's been doing some crazy stuff lately.
Oh, but they said no, you don't know. They don't want to retire because like retirement probably comes with money. I don't know.
No, retirement probably just takes him out the game, and they don't want him to take him out the game. They want to keep him in the game. Or I thought they would want to push him in retirement when they told him he was suspended indefinitely. But now his suspension is uplifted, and he's back working with the team.
That's strange too.
Yeah, and other
things going on.
Well, in other NBA news, Ja Morant is out the rest of the season with a right shoulder injury.
Very strange.
Now,
footage of that.
Yeah, now I think that Ja Morant was pulled from the team because the team was pretty trash before he came back. And then Ja Morant came back, and now the team is playing like super good. So now it looks like maybe the team has some influence on him being like, yeah, let's put you on, put you on the sideline and see how we can do good in the draft. So yeah, that was kind of funny to me. And more sports news, high school football player Noah. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, Noah. His last name has become like a whole viral meme.
What's his last name?
Now he pronounced his last name as Kaniga.
Oh, I seen that.
He pronounces his last name as Kaniga, and it's spelled Knigga.
That sounds just like
Noah Kaniga.
like you know how you got knee when the K inside, like you know the N is like
Mm-hmm.
knee. It's like nigga.
Yeah, so yeah, I can imagine what these announcers are gonna be saying when he gets to the college level.
Wow.
So yeah. Well, in other news, New York cops recently discovered a secret tunnel
Yeah.
under a synagogue.
Yeah, that was yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that and then
Like, and
they
then the way
called
they
him
find the guy coming out the synagogue, like that was quick. Or coming out
and
the
these old
tunnel.
ass men, you mean, because they're getting reported as students. These
Yeah,
Jewish students, which is crazy to me because it was like Muslim or any other religion, you know they would have got called by what they were, grown ass, old ass men. But
right.
yeah, and it was crazy to me also with that is that we're not getting there's no information. There's no information on why there's a tunnel, why they're protecting it,
Mm,
how they found it, who
mm.
snitched. There's no information. Just the tunnel was found and these guys wanted to block it off. And yeah, that's the report.
That's just
Yeah,
it all sounds crazy to me. It all sounds crazy. Well, Aaron Rodgers backtracks his statement against Jimmy Kimmel. He
yeah.
said Jimmy Kimmel was a P word, or he might be a P word, or I might be mistaken it. I didn't write it down here, but Aaron Rodgers backtracks from his statement that he
He was
called
trying to get
anything
sued.
affiliated to Jimmy Kimmel with the P word.
He was trying to get sued. And then
Mm-mm.
Jimmy Kimmel was on his show, and they say he spent like a 7 minute monologue talking just about him. Like it's giving real bother.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel is funny though, because we could bring back an old Jimmy Kimmel clip where he's acting as Carl Malone. Granted, Carl Malone is what he is, but he's imitating Carl Malone in black face and black voice. But we're supposed to overlook that, and it's still on the internet, and it's easy to go find it on the internet. Not saying that they should go take it down because that's part of history, that's part of life.
Right.
But I'm just saying that right there, Jimmy, like you know what I'm saying, kind of contradicts itself.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, they're saying that Martin Short and Meryl Streep are dating. I didn't really want to cover this, but it was just like something funny. I
It
thought
is
was
funny
funny.
because I wonder
Like
if
Martin
it's
Short and Meryl Streep. Okay.
I wonder if it's serious. Like they really think they're dating, or are people just now watching the show and seeing that they were like dating on the show, or
Mm.
like where they really did they fall in love on the show? Like I don't know.
I don't
But
know. It's funny.
if it is, like I'm here for it. I like Martin Short. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Uh, Cameron
Better
Electra.
than her being with something. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
go
better
ahead.
than her being like Cher and getting her a little.
Oh, young guy.
I mean, I like to see the old people grow old together. You know,
Um,
it's traditional.
traditional, yes. If it's true, I mean, they ain't saying it's true or not. They're just like, oh no, we're just good friends. So yeah. Well, another news: Carmen Electra legally changed her name from Tara Lee Patrick. I didn't even know she had another name.
Me either. And I seen that too. I forgot about that. I seen that, and it was like, yeah, Carmen Electra changes her name, and you won't be surprised by what she changed it to. And it's like, yo, she changed her name to Carmen Electra, like,
Yeah, she legally changes her name to Carmen Electra. It's like somebody else owned that name, Carmen Electra. She got rights to it now, and she's changing her name to get those rights.
but legally, why does that need to be your name?
Or legally for rights for like if there's something that says like her face and body image that says Carmen Electra's this that the third. Now she can take part of that and get her coin from that.
So I feel like can't you do that with your stage name too? Anyway,
That's her stage name.
right? So can't she just some way she can
Not if somebody else owns
copyright
her stage name.
or oh maybe
Not if Warner Brothers or a Disney
oh
or somebody
yeah.
else owns her stage name, like Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon back in the day owned the Ultimate Warrior's name. So the Ultimate Warrior goes and changes his name to the Warrior legally, like changes his whole name to the Warrior. So now he goes to any other place and he's known as the Warrior. Well, moving on. Vivica Fox says she feels for Taraji.
Yeah, get it
She,
together. Get it together.
oh, I'm about to choke up. Vivica Fox says she feels for Taraji and all of that, but that's not my reality.
Yeah, I seen that too. That was Should I might stop there. I seen that. But yeah, I mean, I feel both ways. Like support. I don't know.
Protect black women, support black
Yeah,
women. Come on now.
it's like there's some things like that could be that doesn't
You
have to
ain't
be
have to
your
say
reality,
nothing.
but
Yeah,
you
you
don't
ain't
have
have
to
to say
say
nothing.
nothing.
You ain't have to say
All you
nothing.
could have just said like she has my support,
Yeah,
and
you
you
have
could have
my
left it at
support.
that.
Right, right. And then maybe later on down the road, you could have been like, yeah,
She
that
probably
wasn't
thinking
really
like,
my
oh,
reality, but I stepped up and I held my pleas for Taraji as a black woman should. Like, I feel like we don't support each other. But that's
yeah.
another
But it's like the thing
discussion.
you don't really know either what goes on behind the scenes. I'm like, who knows? Like,
Yeah, maybe they got beef
what if like she already
after
spoke up
being on the
about this and was
Empire.
like, yeah, like it was on Empire together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what if she already spoke up to her? Was like, I feel like we could deserve better than this. Like I'm over here at Lifetime. I'm an executive producer, and I'm like, she could have been trying to put her on, and then now she's like, she probably go, girl, I'm too good for that. Like you never know how stuff go. I'm just saying, and like that's what I'm saying. It's like, and I just know how women how we could get in it, but I feel like at this point in time, we definitely need to It's better just to stay quiet and just support and then.
Mm-hmm.
Because now all they're gonna do is like they're gonna keep pinning you against each other, and that's all they're doing is just pinning these two women against each other
Yeah. Well, in other news, Angela Bassett gets an honorary Oscar, they're calling it, as well as Mel Brooks gets an Oscar at the Governor Awards.
now. I don't know who Mel Brooks is, but Angela
No
Bassett did the
disrespect to Mel
thing.
Brooks. Mel
I
Brooks.
probably know who it is, but I don't know nobody's name. I'm
Yeah,
bad with
Mel Brooks
names.
was an older man, did comedy movies. You probably would really know him.
Oh, I'm sorry, no respect to him. I'm just saying, and shout out to Angela Bassett because she did the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She needed a Oscar a long
A long
time
time
ago,
ago, and for
and
her to get
y'all
an
knew
honorary
that, and that's
Oscar
why
is like
y'all,
we appreciate everything that you've done, and I like okay, that's understandable. Like
because it is like everything. Because everything that she did, she deserved. Like she should got way more
yeah,
credit for
she should have got
everything.
more
Like
like a lifetime
she
achievement
should be up there
award.
with
Like
where y'all put Meryl Streep. She should be right there up there with Meryl Streep, and that's what goes all back to Taraji too, because she wasn't getting paid like Meryl Streep. Angela Bassett wasn't getting acknowledged like Meryl Streep.
like why we just keep saying Meryl Streep, Meryl Streep, Meryl Streep? Like there's
Meryl
not
Streep,
more people than Meryl
I feel
Streep.
like Meryl Streep is like the top white woman actress. She's probably the most awarded white woman actress. Probably the most that's probably
Yeah, that's
why
true. That's true.
it goes back to Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
like
true.
she's getting all the movies, she's getting all the roles, she's getting all the pay, she's getting all the awards, and she's like and she probably had her own difficulties too, because she probably like fighting against these men and all this stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just like okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. Pay him more because Angela Bassett definitely deserves more.
For real. Hold on.
Amongst others like Taraji and Monique and others like that, they definitely deserve more because their contributions to the culture, not only just the culture, but to entertainment in general. But moving on in local news, the Springfield mayor shows concern over the snow cleanup efforts. And I'm very upset about this because the snow cleanup efforts were very minimal. Like I seen plow trucks going by and nobody doing nothing. But if you go on these like you know certain streets, I would say in Springfield where I feel like more higher up people live, it's a cleaner street. There's cleaner streets. The streets is always clear.
It's
They're
definitely where the more of like the cops in the city work
yeah.
for sure.
And it's I understand that because they gotta get out, but we gotta get out too. Don't forget about us. If I see snow plows going up and down our streets and not plowing nothing, I'm looking at it like, what the hell?
Like why are you even
Like
out here
why
over
yeah,
here?
why are you over here? Like what is
Middle of a
going on? And like in
snowstorm.
the middle of a snowstorm at that shit sounds crazy. And for me to have to call the city to get something removed from my house and then have to get another paper from the city, like the city should just drive by like they drive by any other time and tell me stuff is outside my house and just pick this shit up. That shit is from your property that you own. Like, pick it up.
Right.
But anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
There was a Ludlow man
You know who we
arrested.
should have voted, who we voted for the mayor.
Oh yeah. Come on, we got 4 more years. Is it 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah. So
I hope that hopefully somebody or he.
I think we're like 3 years now left. So hopefully. Well, Ludlow man arrested for attempting to lure young girls to his car.
What?
Yes, a Ludlow man, 35 years old. I forget his name right now, but I'm probably put it on the screen later. But yeah, he was arrested for trying to lure young girls to his car. I guess he wasn't successful to lure these young girls, or he's probably done this before. You know, granted that he's doing it, you know, he's probably done this before, but this is the first time he's got caught, or just
Wow.
But yeah, that's what's going on in local news. You got anything going on over there?
Not much going on too much in my reality TV world because I'm really not caught up like I should be. But I did see one thing about Joe Gorga. Joe Gorga
Joe Gorga?
he is what's my girl's name? Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, that's her brother?
That's her brother.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he was at his son's wrestling game or wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they were saying that his son's opponent was slamming his son like hard, like slamming him hard over and over, and the referee wasn't doing anything. He was getting pinned down for too long. The referee wasn't doing anything, and supposedly the referee or the his son opponent was making faces at Joe in the audience, like smiling at him when he did the things. So eventually, Joe gets up out of the crowd and charges towards the referee. Thank God it wasn't the kid. That's what I was like, oh. But he charges towards the referee, and they don't even let me get too close because they're probably, I don't know, this seemed like it already happened before. There was already some type of back and forth because he really doesn't get too close. He gets up to him like you can't really see what he's saying. Gets up close to him, and the next thing you know, you see all these people like, "Get out!" You hear an announcer, "Get out of here! You're out of here! Get out of here!" And they're like kicking him out of the match. So I just feel like, like if that was my kid, I don't really care too much for Joe Gorga, none of that. But who cares? Like, you're not supposed to be slamming nobody. I don't believe like that in wrestling. I don't know, but that was my kid. I don't know if that was your kid. What would you do? What would you do?
That was my kid, and they were getting slammed to the mat. I'll be like, are you interested in this sport? Are you taking this sport seriously?
That's how I was saying to somebody. But they said that's.
Do you want me to take you out of this? Like, what's going on? Are you having a bad day? Because if you're getting slammed over and over, it sounds like you're losing very badly. And then the other guy is like looking at you, laughing. It's like, come on, man. That's part of competition.
So they slammed in wrestling. I thought they were supposed to be slamming in wrestling. That's what they were making it seem like that these were illegal moves that you were doing. Like,
I don't know if they're illegal moves because there's definitely takedowns in wrestling, and those eventually end up being slams and all type of and hard pins. Come on, man.
Yeah, hard.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? You sound like Hulk Hogan in the '80s, bro. Like, relax. Go in there and take a real hit, bro.
When I first saw the video, I was just like, I'm like, oh, he mad his son's losing for sure. But I tried to do a little more, read more into it and see what's going on. But they were trying to say that these were illegal.
I'm just going off of what you're saying and what you're saying. It sounds like, yeah, bro. Like,
yeah, here.
Your son was getting his ass whooped.
Yep. I mean,
and it's plain to see,
and that's how it looked too.
Plain to be that, it is what it is.
That's how it looked as well. But I was just giving all the information that I heard around it. But that's all I really have. In reality news, I'll get more for tomorrow because I have the Salt Lake City Part 1 reunion coming up. Well, actually, it came on tonight or last night. I watched that and some other thing I catch up on, and I'll have more information.
Well, I guess we'll see you next time when we got more.